And hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're back inside Minecraft. That's trippy. And today we are playing Peak Parkour. So how this map works is, how the map works is basically you start at the bottom, you have 2 hearts, and you have to climb all the way to the top without dying. I don't particularly expect to beat this map just based off of what the description was. I have a feeling that this'll, be a bit painful. I don't know, maybe we'll succeed. It's possible. I always forget how loud Minecraft music is. What I really need to do, instead of just turning it off whenever I get fed up with how loud it is just find a good balance for it that lets it be in the background and lets it still be there, but it doesn't really bother me. Okay. Actually, maybe it is possible. Unless that glowstone's moving up, in which case it's probably not. Now, he does specifically mention that you can't skip jump, so I take it in spots like that. There's probably invisible blocks. I'm going to just run under that assumption and not take any risks. And if I make a mistake at some point, I make a mistake. Okay. Got skeleton. Yeah, there's definitely invisible blocks around. No! Yeah. That's the sort of stuff we're going to be dealing with here. And I can't... it doesn't look like it's that far up. But from what I was seeing with the screenshots, it looked pretty tall. So I'm honestly not sure if this is it or not. But regardless, we'll see how it goes. Yeah. I don't know. I'm fine with it being something that I might not accomplish today. It might be the sort of thing where, I want to give it another shot in the future or just persist on until I finally beat it. It'll really just, I don't know. As I said, depend on how the rest of this video goes. Because the thing about it is it's yeah, true, I'm getting pretty far fairly quickly. But the thing about maps like this is having the mindset of I'm doing well is so insanely dangerous. What? My sprint just... Oh, that's infuriating. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'll be fine. Need a second to cool off. Yep. But yeah, the problem with a map like this is even if it's fairly easy, because there's so many jumps with no checkpoint, any fall completely resets me, right? So, it's what would be a good example? What was an easy map I was doing? With the Parkour Helix map. It was pretty easy. I only fell a couple times throughout the entire course of the map. I think on my first run I only fell 3 times total, maybe 4, something like that. But if each of those falls had completely reset me, I didn't jump in time, to the entire start of the map, it'd be a whole different story. I would, if it weren't for the reset, I would already be past that head jump area almost for certain. But because it resets me all the way, every time I have to go all the way back through it. Kind of reminds me of, I don't know if you guys, how much you guys watch stuff like Markiplier, but with Markiplier when he did Pogo Stuck, that game, there would be so many times that he'd fall and completely reset, and he'd always complain, in my memory, it's been a second, that, I just skipped a jump, that feels so illegal, he'd always complain that you fall all the way back down and then you can't redo the stuff you already did as well. Something about the extra rage you pick up along the way makes it more difficult to do. And part of the trick is to keep a level head when you fall and not to see it as a falling short, but instead as a chance to improve more. But, you know, having that sort of mindset when you're in a very rage-oriented parkour. Oh my goodness, it's sprinting. It's something with those heads. It's something with those heads that messes with the sprint. Anyway. Yes. There's invisible blocks there. Okay, cool. Okay. Slime and honey jumps have a really easy trick to them. Like, oh, the invisible blocks! I forgot about them. Oh, that's infuriating. You have to take that honey jump from the front. That's fun. But dying to invisible blocks like that stinks. I didn't think about it. But, yeah, honey jumps and slime jumps are pretty annoying the first time you go through them. But once you have them figured out, they're, you know, pretty fine. Yeah. It does kind of annoy me knowing I'm going to see these jumps so many times. And, like, there's stuff like that where if I let missing that jump those 2 times get to my head, I'm going to fail on this jump up here many more times from here on out if I let it get to my head. But if I keep a cool head and just go past it the next time without stressing it, then it becomes a lot easier. So yeah, well, a lot of it comes down to mindset, you know. Having a mindset to succeed. And regardless of what you're doing in life, mindset's important. If you have a toxic mindset, you're going to struggle more. Okay. We're back to this jump. Now, because of that invisible block, I have to take it like that. Yeah. It's a bit of a scary jump to make, but it works. I have a feeling there's an invisible block between those two. Just seems like that sort of thing. Okay. Well, and the other thing is I've noticed how close to the end I am, which is insanely dangerous. Whew, that made me scared. Okay. Because, yeah, now if I fail here, which I almost fell off there, then it's going to ruin my mindset for future jumps. But instead, we're going to make it, and it appears as though we can just jump down. There's like an invisible block or something. Okay, we're good. Now we have to climb all the way up, though, which is a bit painful. I will say, you know, I really talked this up. I was expecting this to be very difficult. The map creator, like, specifically, if I remember properly in the map description, was warning that it would be difficult. I think part of the deal is, though, like with this sort of stuff, as I was saying, it's kind of like mindset. If I had let falling on that one jump 2 times in a row get to me, I don't think I would have been able to beat it that easily. Completed, yay, woo! Yeah. So yeah, that ended up being easy. At least easier than I anticipated. I mean, I could definitely see myself struggling with it if I had done a worse job with keeping level-headed. Like, this is the sort of map that very much so preys on people that can't keep a level head, and you know that's something that I'm gonna be honest. I struggle with keeping a level head sometimes, but it's definitely something that, you know, I work hard to get better at, and not mistake. You know. So yeah, interesting map. I enjoyed it. Props to the map creator. You know, it wasn't overly difficult, especially for the sort of map it was, but yet it's still at the point where, you know, I really do honestly feel like if things had gone a little differently right now, instead of, you know, running through it just while I'm talking and stuff because I hadn't finished my thought when I finished the map, I could have been, starting to struggle and possibly starting to get a little mad at the map, you know. Like with these skull jumps, if I had gotten robbed of that jump twice in a row by the not sprinting thing instead of the second time where, it didn't end up mattering and I ended up being able to make it anyway, then, that probably would have made me a little angrier and just stuff like that. There's also this sort of map that is 20 times easier to go through the second time. Like, I might fall here, just because I said that. And that's the sort of thing that ends up messing you up when you get too overly confident. But yeah. I don't know. It's just, it's a neat map. I like the concept, It's pretty quick to do. Actually, jump up. Jump on this line. Yeah. I think that's... I don't think I really have any more interesting thoughts on the map. I'm a little disappointed because I was expecting this to, be kind of rage-inducing. Not gonna lie, but it was pretty easy. Yeah. Looking forward to seeing if this map creator makes another map like this in the future. I will say, one just thing to the map creator is for something like this where it's not all that difficult, like overhyping it in the description can discourage people that aren't as good at parkour from playing it, especially since I've had experiences with maps that claim to be easy where like they're insanely difficult. So yeah, just careful with overhyping or underhyping the difficulty of your map. It can, cause problems. Although, once again, as I was saying, things have gone a little bit differently. Anyway, guys, enough of my rambling. This map was lots of fun. I encourage you guys to go check it out if you're interested in parkour. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. God bless. Bye-bye.